Hello internet world, welcome to a new review on the Geek and Noise channel. This is another one of my projector reviews. This particular one is from Vankyo. This is their Performance V630 full HD projector. So this is 1920 by 1080p native resolution with a really high lumen output. I forget the exact figure, but I think they quote something like a 6000 lumen output. So this should be good enough to watch with sort of some daylight coming in as well. I'm going to share with you my experience, also show you what you get inside the box, and show you some video footage and the menu system, of course. So this is the product box. You can see here the projector's just underneath. I'll give you a look at the projector very shortly. You do get an HDMI cable inside the box. You of course also get a power cable. It's one of these IEC power cables, 3-pin UK plug, because we're in the UK. If you buy this in another country, you should get a country specific power adapter. You also get a little lens cover in there as well to protect the lens during shipping or when you're not using the projector. You also get a really nice little remote control. This has got some decent buttons on it and a decent size as well. Some remotes you get are not great. This one's really good actually. No batteries included, but it runs off of two AAA batteries which you put in the back there underneath the back cover. We've got sort of access to trapezoid functions, volume, the menu settings, navigation, etc. And of course powering the projector on and off. Now something else you get inside the box, which I thought was really good, you don't see this very often, is a really nice carry case. So this is a full zipped case. The zips come down either side. We've got a little pocket in the front for accessories, so if you're taking this sort of around a friend's house or something like that to have a movie night, then you can put the cables in there as well. Projector fits in there. There's a little sort of netted Velcro pocket there. It just means that you can transport the projector very easily. And if you were using this perhaps as a presentation projector, then you could use that carry case as well. But this is really designed, I think, in my mind, as a home movie projector that you might not necessarily have permanently mounted. You might put it on a coffee table and then pack it away into that case when you're not using it. So anyway, let's just pop the box down and have a look at the projector itself. I will come on to picture quality very shortly, but I just want to give you a good look around this. So you can see the lens on the front there. We've got this like cloth material across the front as well, grey cloth and a little bit of branding. The lens has got some controls, so there's a focus wheel just here, and as you rotate the focus wheel you can see the lens does protrude from the front. You can see it protruding just there, so it is a bit more exposed when you're focused like so. And there's also like a correction for keystone on here as well. So this is like a keystone correction, because you might have the projector pointing slightly up or slightly down depending upon your screen, so this helps correct manually for some keystone there. And then on the top of the projector we have got some controls along here. The one in the corner here is for the power, and then we've got menu, source, we've got some play and pause controls, and then a row of arrow keys as well. So buttons across that top edge there at the back. So as well as being able to control it on the remote control, you can control it on the unit as well. Round on this side we've got, this is on the same side as the lens, this is like the cooling fan for the lens, and it has got a removable dust filter. You just pull this out. It's quite hard to get out because it clips in, but it's got like a dust filter that you could clean or give it a little sort of very gentle vacuum and then pop that back in, and that stops dust getting through onto the lens. And then round on the back here it's this cloth grille again. Reason it's got a cloth grille is it's got pretty decent speakers inside this projector. I was very impressed with the audio quality. Again, I'll touch on audio quality a little bit later on during this video. We've also got headphones, AV output. We've got a little IR pickup on the back of the projector as well. We've got two USBs here as well. One of them provides power. So if you were putting something like an Amazon Fire TV stick in here, or a Roku, something that needed a little bit of power to it, you could run that into the stick. We also got a VGA input, and then round on the side, not one but two, two HDMI inputs and a full-size SD card slot. So you could put media on here and play it back directly back from the SD card, but 2 HDMIs on here as well, so you could have 2 different media devices going into here, or perhaps a Blu-ray player and a media streamer. On the bottom we've got rubberized feet. We've also got this little wind out wheel, so this allows you to prop the projector up and have it at a different angle. There's no stopper on this. One thing to note, I was winding and winding this because I needed it to point up a little bit higher, and then the screw came out. Luckily I caught it in time and the projector didn't drop or anything, but there's no stop on it, so if you keep winding it, it will come out the bottom. But nice amount of elevation on there. Probably I would say that's about 1 inch long. Also on the bottom there are threaded mounts, so if you were going to mount this onto a ceiling mount, or perhaps underneath a coffee table, upside down on the ceiling, then there are those mounts on the bottom to allow for that. Now I think it's time that we took a look at the picture quality. I thought that the picture on this was very good indeed. I've got this on a 92-inch widescreen pop-up projection screen with a 1.1 gain. This particular video footage was captured during the daytime just with the curtains drawn, and the viewing angles of course are fantastic. The colour rendition really good, really natural. Contrast very good as well, and brightness very good. The settings on this particular video capture was around the middle mark, so 50 brightness, 52 contrast, and I thought it looked absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, this was during the daytime just with the curtains drawn. The projector was round about 8 to 9 feet away from the screen to get that 92-inch diagonal image. Also the menu system very nicely set out. You've got keystone correction, sharpness, colour, different colour profiles. You can even manually adjust the colour as well. Everything you need in the menu system is accessible, and it's very well laid out. I don't think you have any complaints at all about the actual picture quality and the menu and navigation around the menus. Now I mentioned there's also speakers on this. Now normally when I'm testing a projector, the speakers aren't that great, so I'd connect up something like a soundbar or an external audio system. With this I found that having the audio set to around about the 60, I think it goes up to 100 or 99, but around about the 60 mark was plenty loud enough for a movie. Obviously you didn't get any sort of stereo separation. The lower frequencies weren't there because you really, to enjoy a movie properly, you need a dedicated subwoofer, but it was acceptable. And we watched a whole movie. We watched Onward, I think it was called. We watched a whole movie with the speakers on this projector, and it was thoroughly enjoyable. So really good speakers. With regard to fan noise, if you're watching at low volumes, you are going to hear the fans on this projector. You hear them on most projectors, but you could hear the fans. They were a little bit obtrusive if you're watching at very low volumes, but certainly if you have the audio around about the 60 mark, or if you're using an external audio system, you tend to, and I always hear people complain about projector noise and fan noise on projectors, but when you're watching a movie you tend to have the volume up a little bit louder, and once you're focused and engrossed in the movie, then you forget about the noise that's produced by a projector. And all projectors, or as far as I know, pretty much all projectors have some sort of fan and they produce some sort of noise. This was not the quietest projector I've heard, but certainly by no means the loudest. And I think this one, the V630, offers up exceptional value for money. Now, just one word of, not caution, but to something to look out for. I have reached out to Vankyo about this. There was a tiny little sort of dark spot projected onto the screen. I think a little bit of dust has got in behind the lens. I'm going to blow some sort of compressed air through that and it will probably clear it. But do check that on any projector you buy. But overall, I've just been absolutely wowed by this projector. Exceptional value for money, really good picture quality. When you see the price, please do check out the links down in the video description, by the way. When you see the price, you'll be really surprised at how affordable this is. It's amazing what you can get for your money nowadays. A full HD projector at this price with this good quality image. is really very impressive. There's also a link down there to the Vankyo website, so please do check that out as well. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Any questions at all, please do pop them in the comment section below. And if you're not already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my future videos. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you in another video very soon.